During the Cold War, the entire world held its breath as fear shaped global decisions. Two massive superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, were locked in a race to build the most powerful and terrifying weapons ever created. This dangerous competition became known as the nuclear arms race. In this video, we're going to break down this complex piece of history in a simple and educational way, so you can understand what it was all about. So, what exactly was the nuclear arms race? At its core, it was an intense competition for military supremacy between the United States and the Soviet Union. Both sides were obsessed with increasing their number of nuclear weapons. Why? Because each nation believed that having a bigger, more destructive arsenal would make it safer from an attack by the other. This belief created a dangerous cycle of fear and competition. If one side built a new bomb, the other side felt it had to build an even bigger one. And this deadly one-upmanship just kept escalating. Until World War II ended, with the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, nuclear weapons became the ultimate symbols of extreme power. These weren't just bigger bombs, they were weapons that could wipe out entire cities in an instant. As technology rapidly improved throughout the Cold War, these bombs became exponentially more powerful. Both the US and the Soviet Union conducted numerous weapons tests, not just for research, but to send a clear message. Each mushroom cloud was a display of strength, a warning to their rival not to even think about starting a fight. This leads to a key idea that defined the nuclear arms race: deterrence. The logic was strange, but simple. Both sides avoided starting a direct war because they knew that any nuclear attack would be met with an equally devastating counterattack. The result would be the complete annihilation of both nations and possibly the world. This chilling concept became known as mutually assured destruction, or MAD. 2. It was a fragile and terrifying kind of peace, maintained not through trust or friendship, but through the shared fear of total and utter destruction. The constant threat of nuclear war had a profound impact on people all over the globe. The arms race dramatically increased global anxiety. In many countries, people built fallout shelters in their backyards and schools, practiced duck and cover drills. Every international crisis, like the Cuban Missile Crisis, brought the world to the brink and raised fears that the unthinkable might finally happen. For decades, the world lived under this constant, simmering tension, wondering if a single mistake or miscalculation could trigger the end of civilization. Over time, leaders on both sides began to realize that this unlimited arms race was not only incredibly expensive, but also dangerously unstable. The risk of an accidental war was just too high. This realization led to serious diplomatic efforts to control the situation. International agreements and treaties were signed to limit the number of nuclear arms each country could possess. These treaties, like SALT and START, helped reduce the massive stockpiles and established better lines of communication, like the famous Red Telephone hotline between Washington and Moscow. These crucial efforts helped to lower the risk of a global nuclear conflict. The nuclear arms race was a defining chapter of the 20th century. It serves as a powerful lesson in how fear and suspicion can drive nations to make incredibly dangerous decisions. But it also highlights the critical importance of diplomacy, dialogue, and international cooperation in pulling the world back from the brink. Understanding this history is essential if we want to learn from the past and prevent similar mistakes from happening in the future. If you found this video informative and helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more educational content. Thanks for watching.